Make no mistake about it. We are doing wonderful things for the American people because we are the American people. What a novel idea, hey? So I do want to reiterate once again, Happy Memorial Day, especially to all of our veterans out there. The work you do just keeps us all safe. God bless you and your families on this special day. Aside from that, what I would like to do is play for you on this loving Memorial Day the speech from last night making the case for the HappyHealer candidacy for President of the United States. Make no mistake about it, he is the candidate for, of, and by the people. So I want you to just listen to this message and speech from last evening. There's going to be so much there that is truly making the case for our candidacy for president. It's a strong case, and it's coming up now. Hi folks, I am your Happy Healer, Keith Landi, running for President 2020. Please allow me about an hour, if you would, of your time where I will stick to the point and go over some reasons why America should take on a different route. And that your Happy Healer, that would be me, Keith Landi, is the best person for this job. I say that humbly, and I'm also prepared to get into why that's so true. I value honesty so much, and I will not be greedy. In my attempt to win for us, I will do what's right. Sometimes that means I should adjust, and I do. No matter what, through it all, I will be an inspirational force that is a solemn oath, and believe and show how to win for all of us with love, and push on with vigor and with hope to change the minds and hearts for the future that we dream of. Make no mistake about it, that is what we are in it for. My platform is radically different than any other candidate in this race, in the way that I am focused on the important things which matters to humanity and the people of our country. Areas that have so much impact on our people, and in a variety of ways. And my time frames are relying on technological developments. Think about all of the many technological developments right now not being tapped. And as a renewed inspirational spirit in our country being putting focused on that and applying it to humanity and driving forward in AI, robotic, brave future. What I'm calling the modern mechanized industrial time and economy. It's a new way of thinking. I am the humanity candidate, the passionate, compassionate, empathetic, and relatable candidate. I feel your love all the time. It's so important to have people who love and accept you in this regard, and in this life, and in this journey. Especially if you aim to do anything like what we're trying to accomplish here, and will, with our growing movement and the right ideas. It's so monumental, but that is also why it's so inspirational. Nobody's ever attempted something so monumental and based on our platform. And anyone can tell that we are serious and that we believe, no doubt, that we are the hope, love, and truth candidates of, for, and by the people. I look at the competition, okay? And all they have over the Happy Healer are two things. Are you ready for this? An Ivy League education, that's one. And two, attention from a media biased against the people and biased against the people's agenda. This is the people's agenda. When I know and see that truth so clear, that shows me why I am more qualified, not less qualified. I mean, an Ivy League education is a great thing to have, and most certainly so respectable, and your Happy Healer will tell you that, and quite the achievement. But it's not the only way to get there, folks. Besides, everyone knows these days there's also another truth in terms of the haves and has-nots and the privileged. You can buy yourself into a world that has all of these privileges, can't you? We've all witnessed it so many times, the privileged do on the normal basis, and that which we can't even have an opportunity to do in the first place, and thinking nothing of it as they turn to us, and they're just so dishonest, and the normal people are just so condescended upon over and over again. Don't ever let one of them from their high horses tell you that you are not worthy, when indeed the Happy Healer is here to show you that which we get and is a major pillar in the campaign, and that is that you and me and all of us matter. We are not just the people's candidate, we are the humanity's candidate too. And indeed, we are worthy. We are worthy because we possess the redeeming qualities of virtuous, happy living with community, compassion, kindness, and truth. And anyone who understands one iota of virtuous, happy living knows that while idolizing fake principles in the place of compassion, truth, and love will never serve anyone, least of all the American people. The normalcy and the imperfections of our candidate is in this case a major plus. One can thank the politicians themselves for showing how fake their perfect facades really are and how quickly they fall in the wake of all of their dirty deeds. And that too is a gift from God, make no mistake about it, because the truth is what's reigning free. They have more than the average because they are used to getting away with it, and their record's wiped clean. That doesn't happen for you or I. Doesn't that mean that they are clean and without record? Be very wary of anyone with a pristine record, folks. That's all that means. The Happy Healer is just truthful and honest to the core and looks forward to debating those polar opposites and about himself and his opponents and in the race for president of the United States, whereas I highly doubt any of my competition would like to debate the issue with the Happy Healer. The issue of their privilege. Wait a second, though. I thought those clean records meant something. I guess it means not as much more than the Ivy League educations their privilege and status brought them, and that is pretty much where we will categorize that. The Happy Healer's worked hard for where he's got. He might not have that Ivy League stuff, no. Not true for the Happy Healer. He always had to work hard. He is of and for and by the people of this country, and it's condescending to assume that they are better than us because of their privilege. That's not the case the Happy Healer is ready to make. He says you matter. That is such a dangerous way of thinking, folks. And it's also what got us into this problem where we find ourselves now, where we like to put politicians on a pedestal while they're looking down upon us. No. Make no mistake about it. That is how Donald Trump got elected. Let's please not make that mistake again and again and again by not putting somebody who doesn't look down upon the people, and that's all of them except for somebody who loves. Because if we get it right this time, we can really do something so special, meaningful to our core, meaningful to our people and to us, our lives, and to the country. And when it comes to the privileged and their Ivy League educations, they are using what is now provable and largely false information to make a fallible argument that reality somehow prepares them for the presidency because of their privileged position in life. Not only does that lack humility, but it's a parody of the truth at the point and the core of the campaign and the candidacy of your people's candidate, the Happy Healer, and that's why I'm here. Make no mistake about it. Most people, and myself included, value humanity and compassion over pride and privilege. And make no mistake about it, the contrast and disparity between the haves and have-nots could not be greater. And in a way have been cementing in the minds of the people its own truths, as they too so clear that they are for us, and it's so clear for all to see. Thank God that it's so true. It's so true that truth is there to see for us, and perhaps it's time now to grab onto it harder than ever before. Thank God that it's true. It's almost like God is opening up our eyes, and we can all feel it pouring in. We can see the lies for so long that is passed as truth, and we aren't even out for blood. We just want the lives we deserve to have, and the dying and misery to come to an end. To come to an end. We've seen too many of our friends and brethren die. Yes, the truth is that clear. And the possibilities are that large. Yes, considerably large powers are at work, folks. Make no mistake about it. And the great beauty of it is that, man, can we see it clearly. These changes are fact. And of course, the workings of something much larger than humanity even itself. The Happy Healer's faith is strong, make no mistake about it. And one need not to have to put faith sincere in anything they do in order to be a part of this campaign. Just to be so clear about that, we must believe, however, this is for the people by the people. And you must know that your candidate, the Happy Healer, is faithful. It's just how things work. And so while many other candidates are more powerful and they lack the clear sense of truth and calm that those who support the Happy Healer for president embrace, remember, we're a peaceful movement, right? We love and have truth on our side, and we know that love wins. So we are the candidate that is for the people's candidate, and showing the true nature of this kind of leadership. It's naturally focused on the truth, and it's on the truths that matter in our lives. It's not telling you who you are or how to be. It's embracing who you are as you are and empowering you, and then applying compassion and love to those truths with the goal of delivering to those still forgotten Americans today, but in 2020 when you get your Happy Healer in. And we do it out of love and faith, make no mistake about it. Time to really put America first, folks, and its humanity, because humanity is America. The wave of the future is love. Loving is faithful, steadfast leadership. And I love you. Not condescending qualities, which are not qualities. Indeed, then it's your Happy Healer and your faithful Happy Healer that will get us through. Of course, it's the American people's ingenuity and hard work that'll carry us through. And one thing you notice here is every single last candidate privileged in that way, but not your Happy Healer. He had an even less than normal upbringing, even poorer compared to their privileged lives. Isn't that a contrast, though? And while Happy Healer was working his smart but nerdy, closeted butt off at the age of 16 trying to support his family, right? while he was doing that, what were the other candidates doing? They were working to become president, is your answer. These candidates were getting their sustenance hand-fed to them by silver spoon and fork. Your happy healer was supporting his mother. Just the way it should be when we do things with love. And that's how they got their sustenance. It's amazing how clear the truth is when all confusion is cast aside. It's so empowering. And that's no different here, folks. Very telling indeed. Yup. Your happy healer sees that and says, wow, they are running on this issue. I'm telling you, I am so grateful that the people they're just wisening up to this whole different dishonest game that the privileged are playing. And I will be addressing the truth in this nature a lot during our campaign and on the road to the White House, because this is our path to victory. We have to show the truth and embrace that truth for and of and by the people, and remember where we come from. That's a score for America. Make no mistake about it. Home team, because when it's us who are in the spotlight and our needs are the ones in focus, they are finally met. And that's what your happy healer is going to do as president. The problem is they were never out to meet our goals. They had their own agenda and kept our thinking down to one sentence political fortune cookies. Completely disingenuous. We deserve and demand so much better. And that's why we see the critical state of our politics and the condition it is in now and the state it has reached. It's not Donald Trump or about the President Trump or the presidency, unlike what President Trump thinks. It's clear now to see the honest truth is that it's about the American people and always has been about the American people. And that's why I supported Trump then and now why I'm running now. Because we all still need serious changes to experience the grand future we all believe in. We can all see and know is possible. And that is also why I am your hope candidate and belief candidate. Seems to me that the happy healers' experiences, they're more in line with the constituents he serves. Much more in line with them than his condescending opponents. Make no mistake about it, I'm in this race for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States of America, a process which will guarantee the Democratic nominee a win against Trump, if it's your happy healer, because we will take his voters like no other Democrat can under the Happy Healer for President 2020 platform. This is assured because Happy Healer is for the people. However, if we fail to take the Democratic nomination, I really feel that no other Democrat can run and win against President Trump, because truth and love is powerful, and the Happy Healer knows how to win on those virtues. And while he, the Happy Healer, has many high and mightily high, might we say, but not condescending like those candidates against him, he just believes. He himself could never be that insincere. The way they are, he is simply of the people to his core, and it shows, and the truth shines and shows so much of these facts to be true, just as it shows the privileged to have been so privileged. So incredibly privileged and receiving hand and mouth that which the Happy Healer had to work hard for through his life. This builds grit and prepares one for, yes, indeed, might I say, the presidency. Much more so than just being a privileged individual does. In fact, what prepares somebody is love and truth and being prepared to follow through with the promises and on behalf of Americans and know what they want and tell them who they are is not what they want, and what they are and what they want. And when you really don't know, you have to look in and listen. One would have been so humble had they instead chose on listening instead of pride, touting why they are so great because of their privileged backgrounds doesn't work for the American people. Let them continue doing that. Let them. It helps our cause because the people see right through it. And it's not like before anymore. It is not. Nope. That is the great news for the American people during this election who have and seen the truth and that things are changing. We really want to see change, and we're holding on to that change and idea and hope. Now, you want to talk about a hope candidate. Why might you think they all band together on that issue is the prevailing question. The issue of privilege. Why is it that it's us against them? You know. The one that is so clearly describes the disparaging differences between the haves and have-nots? Come on, you know. Yes, that's the question. They love to align themselves from this self-appointed, self-righteous place, so condescending and so far away from, and so far above from the American people they serve. But they don't serve them, do they? A reality most Americans see and know. And they don't value Americans, and they don't relate to Americans, yet they shove this in their face as if it's the truth in our faces all the time. Don't they just do that when instead we asked for and needed love and opportunity and the chance to grow in community and faith, and that is our American dream they failed to deliver on. They instead delivered pride, and they delivered greed, and they delivered that, all of that coupled with their own assurances, and that everything will be all right for them. And forget us. Well, please forgive the Happy Healer for seeing right through it. Yeah, your lies. Folks, you're running for president. I'm talking to you. Your lies are self-evident by the nature of the truth of reality in which we ordinary people find ourselves in today. So you couldn't pull the wool over the American people's eyes? Not on this issue, no. Not with the American people having the Happy Healer in their ear. Again, such a great development for the American people, but not so much for the privileged who plan on running in a condescending platform to become president of the United States, because the people sometimes fight hard against that and would do anything to stop it when they see it's condescending and that they don't care. It gives many people a good reason to build the courage to do what is right, and your Happy Healer will be your inspirer-in-chief, and that will make him a better commander-in-chief. Especially when they can see through the confusion inspired by the corrupt and greedy system that only serves some but not all of its people. The right ones, as seen to be correct by the powerful, greedy people we elect in office over and over each year as an in crowd. The American people find themselves an out crowd. Well, not anymore. No, not anymore. Not with your Happy Healer. Not with your faithful and happy healer, Keith Landi, as president for 2020. Nope, those days are numbered. And the American people's days are coming closer to deliver for the people, and for good reason. And for sake of clarity, I am, as your candidate, fierce in the fight ahead. We love, but we're strong. You see, the fire inside is alive, but fueled with love, not hate. While the other candidates deploy so much hate, your Happy Healer, the people's candidate, the Happy Healer, only loves. On the other hand, they don't even know how that is, I can love. So we've got some work to do, and folks, your Happy Healer is going to be dedicated to the cause of love and truth moving forward in this race, but also in life, just as he has before this race. We have a duty to do as people, and yes, people hate. I don't bother hating them back. I just love. Love really works and is the way to win clean, and that is what the American people want for themselves, is a better life and a clean win. And to do them both on large scale. Make no mistake about it, that kind of truth is powerful and a uniting force. And your Happy Healer is also the unity candidate, because people just naturally rally around the truth. And when it's a unified truth, like our truth here is, because it's mightily true, then we also have a unified people. What is that truth? Some may ask. That truth is love and compassion, where we've needed it for so long, which is strength. And because we live, lead, and love in that fashion, when we must also fight for ourselves, because we also love ourselves, then we fight with vigor. The complete knowledge that we have, that where we come from is so correct in our soul and is such an underlying force. When the folks see you put love before the differences, something we are largely missing these days right now because of the political atmosphere and just how thick that hate is, and because of all of the other disparaging reasons. Yes, there is so much against the American people right now, and politics that plays a big part of it. It's infiltrated our lives and making everything so hateful. It's a grave threat and a damn good reason for the Happy Healer's candidacy. Folks, the Civil War in America doesn't serve its people. Yet, many say we are already there, in a soft one. Yes, it's no doubt. This situation calls for the strong and stable and steadfast Happy Healer. And we can have so much more. We can believe again. Look how far we've come into 2 weeks since just announcing. Just 2 weeks. And we're still going to make a big announcement on June 14th. We are just getting started, folks. And you inspire your Happy Healer also. It's so inspiring. And so have you also inspired your Happy Healer. I know, but it's through the great people we meet other great people. And that's our community. God's plan of love. It really does work. It's brilliant. I never lose with love. It's always serving and doing its never regretful purpose, because it wins. Love is great. I'll be coming back over and over to the place of love. Love wins. Okay, folks. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come at you directly with some of these issues. So important. I just want to say, God bless you. Now I'm talking directly to my spiritual brethren, who hang on to my every word, undoubtedly, no doubt. And know just how true it is, the value and virtues that we are fighting for in this race. And that the world that will quickly emerge is, by anyone's definition, a wonderful and beautiful and great thing. Join this movement and let us usher in a world of compassion. I am your unity and love candidate. I am your people's candidate, doing the people's business. Our fight is their fight. This is a candidacy of, for, and by the people, You can find it at www.happyhealerforpresident.com. I'm Keith Landi, the Happy Healer for President 2020. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. God bless you all so much. We're going to be coming back on again and again. Watch me later on. I'm going to be coming back on and doing questions and answering. It'll be a session. So tune in for that. And that will be between 10 and 11 p.m. this evening. And we'll give you an updated time around 9. Okay, so that's it, folks. I am your Happy Healer. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a little bit under the hour, which is good. That's because I'm putting the question and answer session until later. And I hope you guys are great. I hope you're feeling great. We're really going to do some wonderful things. So God bless you, and you're happy. Hi, folks. I am your Happy Healer, Keith Landi, running for President 2020. Please allow me about an hour, if you would, of your time where I will stick to the point and go over some reasons why America should take on a different route, and that your Happy Healer, that would be me, Keith Landi, is the best person for this job. I say that humbly, and I'm also prepared to get into why that's so true. I value honesty so much, and I will not be greedy. In my attempt to win for us, I will do what's right. Sometimes that means I should adjust, and I do. No matter what, through it all, I will be an inspirational force. That is a solemn oath. And believe and show how to win for all of us with love, and push on with vigor and with hope to change the minds and hearts for the future that we dream of. Make no mistake about it, that is what we are in it for. My platform is radically different than any other candidate in this race in the way that I am focused on the important things which matters to humanity and the people of our country. Areas that have so much impact on our people, and in a variety of ways. And my time frames are relying on technological developments. Think about all of the many technological developments right now not being tapped. And as a renewed inspirational spirit in our country being putting focus on that and applying it to humanity and driving forward in AI, robotic, brave future.